guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. I wanted to do a really quick video for you guys on a wet shaving product that I recently purchased and then I just wound up loving and decided to do a video on. It's from Fine Accouterments. You guys might remember I did a video on their aftershaves, I think like a year or two ago. Todd, who is the owner, sent me samples and I really liked them. You know, I love them actually. There wasn't a single one that I didn't like. I liked all of them and I still use them to this day. I really like the American Blend, which was inspired by Rive Gauche by Yves Saint Laurent, which is one of my favorite colognes, and I really loved Platinum, which is inspired by Aventus. And I could be wrong about this, but I believe he was doing an Aventus inspired aftershave long before other people were, and the retail on those is like $15, which is insane as far as I'm concerned. Now they released two other fragrances that I need to try, both a lavender and a sandalwood, and I know they've released some other stuff as well in the time, you know, since I did that video. They did a slant razor for $30, which I saw at Pasteur. They released, I think, a lather bowl, a couple of brushes, like a couple of t-shirts that actually look pretty cool, and some ties. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is this shaving soap that I got, this Lavender Poiron. It's just beautiful, sort of old 50s style, father knows best sort of packaging. And what's interesting about this is that I saw it, you know, I was at Pasteur, and I work 3 blocks from the Pasteur, not the one in the 30s. There's one on 62nd Street, and I work 3 blocks from there. So sometimes I'll just stop in. I don't really buy anything anymore because I have so much, especially now that, you know, Phoenix Artisan Accouterments is sponsoring a monthly video on my channel, and I still get sent stuff once in a while from other brands, so I just really don't buy stuff anymore. But I hadn't been to Pasteur in a while, and I thought it was really cool to see some of the brands that they picked up, like Holy Cow, and Soapy Bath Man, and of course they have Tiki and Phoenix and Katie's and just all those brands. So it's just cool to see that. But so I was just sort of walking through the aisles and I saw these, and I saw they were $12.50, and I was like, you know what? I like Fine. I haven't tried their soaps. I was like, let me just grab one of these. And what's neat is I saw the colors, and I was like, there is a fragrance that you guys have saw me do a review on a long time ago from the house of Check and Speak, called Oxford and Cambridge. And I was like, wow, the colors on this box are really reminiscent of the colors of the Oxford and Cambridge box. And of course, Oxford and Cambridge is a lavender scent, really focused on lavender with oak moss with some herbs, rosemary and peppermint. It's my favorite lavender fragrance of all time. You know, I think there's better, weirder lavender fragrances, but just in terms of straight up masculine lavender, I think that's the best. And so I didn't really put 2 and 2 together, but of course, then checking the Fine website out later, I learned that this is inspired by Oxford and Cambridge. So I thought that was just really, really cool. They also have a few other shaving soap varieties. They have their Platinum, which of course is Aventus inspired shaving soap. They have their Green Vetiver, which has been inspired by Guerlain's Vetiver. They have American Blend, which again is inspired by Rive Gauche. They have L'Orange Noir, which is inspired by Terre de Hermes, and they have Santal Absolute, which is inspired by the Art of Shaving's sandalwood scent. And they also have their Snake Bite, which is not really inspired by a fragrance, but just has a really heavy dose of menthol in it. So it's a little bit, you know, you get a little bit bracing, biting feeling on the face. So I use this It was $12.50. It comes in a puck, and the puck is actually wet right now, and I just don't want to get it on my table. But it's just, you guys have seen, if you've seen like what Williams pucks look like, it just sort of looks like that. It's white. It does have this like sort of stamped in this man's face, stamped into the puck. What do I like about it? Well, exceptional quality. It's a tallow formula, and you're gonna get really nice slick lather no matter what sort of water you have. You're gonna be able to build a really nice protective slick lather. So the lather's quality is exceptional on this one. I definitely would have paid an extra $3 to $5 to get some sort of container to keep this in. It's just, I don't have a lot of those containers. I'm going to go to the container store and buy something for $1 probably to keep it in, but I just don't like buying pucks minus a container. So I do wish that Todd would maybe change that. As much as I love this sort of vintage packaging, but man, this pairs perfectly with Oxford and Cambridge afterwards. Oxford and Cambridge does, Check and Speak does make a soap, Oxford and Cambridge soap, but it's like $35, and if you get it in their anodized aluminum dishes, they're like $120 or $130. So this is definitely the far better option. And as far as scent goes, it really does smell like Oxford and Cambridge. It's just a really nice dose of fresh, almost green lavender, herbal lavender with rosemary and a little hint of peppermint and heavy oak moss. It's just an amazing quality soap. It smells great, and I heavily recommend you guys take a look at Fine's aftershaves and their soaps, because at $12.50, that's a great price for a soap. It's 3.5 ounces, so you're paying less than $4 an ounce. And it just, for me, it's a very hard puck, so it looks like it's gonna last for a long time. For someone like me who has like 60 soaps, we're talking about years and years and years. So good job, Todd. Love it. Anytime you release something and you want a video done, feel free to reach out, because I think you do a great job, and I love your products. I love the art, and I love the inspirations. Would love to see you try your hand at something original one day. I think that would be really cool, but loving it. So guys, heartily recommend this one. Let me know if you've tried anything from Fine, and I'll see you later this week with more videos, guys. You already know what it is. My name is Maximilian, and I must know. Peace.
I remember when last past November when Clown King got pounded in with the Timberland.